like Anna, it's got to be a lot more sort of, a lot more irritated, just giving up.
The story's about a young couple who go out for a night. Lots of back history, of course. And they have their heads messed with a little bit by a vampire character, Vivid. And her Renfeld, I can't think of a word for him. And they mess with them, and Vivid takes a liking to the man in the couple and just plays with them a bit. But there's a twist, and she can't have her way.
It's fundamentally a love story, and it's about two couples that kind of, I suppose, illustrate the two extremes of love. You've got the sort of normal love that we all know, and you've got a sort of very extreme, dark love, lust, and love as an addiction, love as a curse as well.
Hello? Grace, are you there? Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, are we running? Speed. Action.
Mina is me. It's one of those free reign things where you kind of turn it into yourself, because that's the easiest way. She's a normal girl. She's in love. She's very much in love, but she's not quite sure where it's going. It's that sticking point in the relationship. She's made a discovery which could change everything.
The bit of this shot we take is that she falls into your arms. Okay. Okay. All right. Ready? Action.
Simon's been slagging your acting. What do you got to say about that?
Well, it's better than his. Because he's been acting like a director.
You haven't been believing it?
Down here. Looking here, right here.
I wanted to make something that was kind of sort of larger than life, bigger than life, and this sort of subject matter, sort of fantastical subject matter, you can do anything with. It's essentially a surreal love story.
I guess he's a super misguided guy. He's about 26, and he's lost his girlfriend. He gets kind of caught up in the wrong situation. He thinks he's going to get a little bit more than he actually gets, and actually gets more than he thinks he's going to get, if it makes any sense. Kind of ends up enrolled in a completely different world.
Let's have a shot which sort of pans.
Simon, I quit.
Right.
Slagged my acting.
You're always quitting.
Well, this time...
There's something about this character that always...
Hark is such a quitter.
And it's really the story of that night, and whether they survive it or not, I suppose, and whether love is thicker than blood.
Blood in the mouth. Do you have blood, Wrangler? Okay. Action.
The vampire element is an interesting twist on the idea of obsession and addiction and loneliness and the idea of using people to try and fill those big empty holes in your own life.
Well, hi. My name is Vivian.
This one
You could do blood, you want to give me.
Vivia is the catalyst of the story, and she's an addict. She's a drug addict, and perhaps most importantly, she's a blood addict. So she is what you would call a vampire, but her journey is a very human story. I like the sort of basics of what vampires are is really quite interesting. They are essentially kind of people whose basically soul has become damned.
That was quite the most outrageous little scene I've done for quite some time. I think I've dislocated my jaw, but it's an intriguing experience, I think would be the right word to say. I'm sure I'll look back on it and laugh.
Renfeld, ostensibly he looks like a vampire, and in many ways we present him like a vampire, but he is basically human, and I think that's why he is a better villain. He's not supernatural, but he is a very bad man.
I mean, you need to step towards him, threatening him, and you start just shuffling away, and like a bit lazily like that. Hello, are you there? Does that mean yes?
It's organised chaos, I think, really, but in a really, really good productive way. I've never quite seen a crew work so quick. I think it's because basically they're all professionals. I mean, the actors are superb. They just know exactly what they're going to do.
Okay, just do one more of those.
Basically, we have confidence in what Simon does, and that's why we're prepared to come out on these nights and film.
The biggest problem with making a film like this, with no money, is you have to rely 100% on other people's enthusiasm, energy, determination, and you're not paying them, so you can't order people around, you can't get heavy with people. You have to just hope that everyone on board the film wants to be there and is keen to do it.
And then the rest of the scene carries on with her in it, you see. Track the lightning.
Well, if you can pay for it, that's fine, but you know, at the minute, I
But someone's going to have to get it. Someone can get it, yeah.
Well, why don't you go and get it?
Because I'm filming!
And what's been really good on this one is that everybody's really risen to the challenge. They've all come along full of enthusiasm, full of energy, even though everyone's been doing a full day's work.
I've been here, come on, what time is it? I've been here
for it now, you can go and get your own coffee.
Oh, maybe I just won't come back this time then.
And we've sort of been doing 3 or 4 nights on very, very cold nights.
I'm not cold anymore, I just done loads of bloody running.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need it.
In some ways the discomfort sort of helps the whole production. It definitely helps the actors, I think. It sort of energises their roles. I think it also helps the crew because it's best to keep working rather than standing around.
Empty frame, empty frame, empty frame. Yeah,
Following hands or just faces?
It's interesting working at night because there's a whole different feeling about the atmosphere that is created. It almost is immediate. As soon as you arrive at the location, put a bit of costume and makeup on, and it feels as though we're actually there. You know, it feels as though we're in this world.
It's a bit difficult to kind of play that whole kind of what's the word? Drug-addled trip. If you don't really know what a drug-addled trip is going to be like. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's a bit like a porno, truth be told. There's a lot of neck sucking and random bits of body touching. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, the thing that's attractive about the project, attracted me to it when I first read the script, was the visual nature of it. I think actors don't particularly like learning lines, and there's not many lines in it, so that's a great thing. And it's very visual, lots of music was going to be put with it, so that was exciting. This is not the sort of project that comes along very often for an actor.
Well, it all started off with a film that I did before with Simon. He would give me a ring and asked me to do some music for a film he did before called Miss Brill. And I enjoyed the idea of doing that so much that when this opportunity came up, it was just too much of an idea to pass up. Basically, I could do anything I wanted, and I have done. And that's about it, really, and that's why I'm doing it. It's a big ego thing for me. It's fantastic.
The music is the thing that kind of draws you in, I think. From an actor's point of view, having the music already is half the job done. The emotion, there's so much emotion in there, and it's just a matter of being able to kind of let yourself get carried away with that music and just feel it. It's great.
It's a vampire movie, but it's not a vampire movie. It's not like any other vampire movie that anybody's seen.